your trailer brakes, it's important that we get this and we get the right settings on these, because if you've ever been pushed into something you don't want to be pushed into, this is what will happen. You have a load on your trailer brakes are set too weak, the trailer gain is way low, and you have someone pull out in front of you and you go to mash on your brakes to stop and try to stop abruptly. This trailer is going to push you into whatever is in front of you. You can't stop it. If the trailer is not doing its work, it's going to push you into that. You can have them set too tight where it will bring you to an abrupt stop a little too soon, but you can regulate this with your foot pedal. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the trailer brake system and getting that set properly for the trailer you're pulling. So first off, each vehicle is going to have this trailer brake controller. At the bottom here, you'll see there's a plus and a minus. And then you can manually activate the brakes by squeezing these together. This is a Dodge. You'll have your plus and minus, a manual overrider, these two here. So what you want to do is on the gain where it shows on the dash, currently it shows a gain of 4.0. You can go all the way up to a 10, and you can go all the way down to a 0. Let's leave it on a, where the trailer we have currently is empty, so we're going to leave it on a 4. When we're talking about trailer brake gain from your trailer box, you always want to hook the trailer on, and the feel is you don't want that trailer to feel like it's dragging you behind. That's too much trailer gain on it. And you also don't want to feel like the trailer is pushing you. You want it to feel like you're in your vehicle only without a trailer when you're stopping. That way your vehicle is using its brakes, your trailer is using its brakes at the same time. So just as a rule of thumb, I always leave on 3 or 4 on the gain on an empty trailer. And this keeps the tires from skidding when you apply your brakes. So you can test it. You can go 20, 25 miles an hour, and then you can apply your foot brake. If the trailer brakes skid at this point, you have too much gain on it. You need to back it down. And this is the same thing when you put a load on there. You're going to have to raise the gain up. So you can go at 20 miles an hour when you pull out of the yard and test it. If you mash on the brake and it feels like it's pushing you, you need more trailer gain. If it feels like when you mash on the brake with your load on there, you feel like that somebody threw an anchor out behind you or it's pulling you back, that is too much trailer gain. So you'll adjust it a couple of points in either direction till you get it figured out and to have a nice smooth stop when you push on the brakes. Just to explain a little bit about how the brakes work, the axles and the hubs in the back on the wheels on the trailer, it has a magnet that rides next to a plate in there all the time. So as you apply your brake, the harder you apply your brake, the more energy it sends to that magnet, so it tries to stick to that plate going round and round, which will eventually stop that the wheel from turning. If you squeeze this together all the way, it's going to give 100% of the magnet is going to stick to it. It will skid your tires in an empty trailer. If you have a load, maybe not, but it will certainly stop you. So in a normal driving situation, you want to set the gain to your load that you have. So we're going to go to drive, and I'm not going to use my foot on the brake, but you can look at the dash and you can see where the energy is going to the trailer. Currently, we're about halfway, not quite halfway on the brake. I push the brake harder, it goes to 100 as far as on that scale. All right, let's go forward a little bit. We'll activate the screen. So we're rolling now. I know you can't feel when we stop, but I'm starting to push the brake a little bit. It's giving a little juice to the trailer back there to help the vehicle stop. So let's pull forward. The harder I push the brake, the more energy it sends to it. So let's use just the brake controller when we stop. I know you can't feel it, but we can feel it inside the vehicle. So I pushed it. So it has brought us to a stop. It actually skidded the back tire since we're on Cleachy. But I don't have my foot on the brake at all. This is just the brake controller and the brakes activated on the trailer itself. So let's change the gain down to, let's say, a 1. All right, we're gonna go. I can push it. You can't really even feel the trailer doing much of anything. Let's jump it on up there to a, let's go jump it up to a 9. So when you have a load, you feel like you need to have it, say, on a 9 while you're traveling. You unload your trailer. When you're leaving location or coming back empty, you need to adjust your brake controller back down to, somewhere in the lower end, the 1, 2, 3 area on an unloaded trailer. That's something we forget. We forget to bump it up where it actually helps us in a situation, and then we forget to bring it back down after we take our load off. But we're empty. I'm going to activate it with it on a 9, and we'll be able to feel and probably hear, the intensity of the. See, right now it's skidded all 4 tires on the empty trailer on the Cleachy. That's at a 9. So if I'm traveling and I've unloaded my load and I'm traveling, it's going to, just a normal stop is going to skid the tires. So you don't want that. It skids the tires. So that's why you would want to bring it back down. If you can see the screen, I'm going to bring it back down to, let's say, a 3. That would be normal operation empty as we're traveling. In a downhill situation, when you start to brake, you don't want your brakes on your vehicle to get hot from doing all the work. You want the trailer brakes also to be doing the work. This will slow you down if you're going down a hill and you have weight. In a situation where your vehicle is out of control, maybe your vehicle brakes heated up because you didn't have the trailer brake set right, you can manually reach over and squeeze the 2 bars together. This will override the trailer brake system, and it will give it the braking you need manually on the trailer brakes to slow you down on a downhill slide or to assist your vehicle in a downhill situation.